everyone, and welcome back to Chat Like a Native.
Hello.
Today we're doing a deep dive into something, well, pretty much everyone does at work. Writing emails in English.
That's right. It's constant, isn't it?
Absolutely. And have you ever worried, maybe just a little, that your emails aren't quite landing right? Even if your English is good.
Like maybe they sound a bit stiff or not quite like you.
Exactly. So stick with us because we're going to share some really simple swaps and strategies.
Yeah, things that can make your work emails clearer, more professional, and just help you make the right impression.
We want you to shine through your emails.
Definitely. Because even with perfect grammar, some phrases just, well, they sound dated. Or maybe too formal, even a bit negative sometimes.
Right. So we're going to tackle some of those common culprits.
And give you some much better, more natural alternatives. Ways to connect better. So, where should we start? Maybe the beginning.
Let's do it. The opening lines. Okay, think about this one. I am writing to inform you.
Ah, the classic. Grammatically fine, of course.
Sure, but think about it. You are writing. That's how you're informing them. It's a bit redundant, isn't it?
It really is. It's like saying, I'm about to speak now, before talking. In today's world, efficiency matters. People want you to get to the point.
So what's a more natural way?
Something like, I'd like to let you know. It's just a touch softer, more conversational.
Okay, I like that. What about please be advised that? That one feels heavy.
It does, doesn't it? Very formal, almost legalistic, like you're reading terms and conditions.
Yeah, not very approachable. So if you want to avoid sounding like a legal notice, what's better?
Usually a simple please note works perfectly. It gets the message across without the official weight.
Makes sense. Straightforward.
And then there's referring back to a chat per our conversation.
Oh, yeah, that one. I've used it, but sometimes it feels a bit like you're proving you had the conversation, maybe a little self-important.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It can sometimes feel like you're reminding them, almost keeping score. To sound more collaborative, less like you're ticking boxes.
What should we use instead?
Try as discussed, or maybe following up on our chat, or just following up on it. It feels much more connected, more natural.
Got it. Okay, and the big one. I hope this finds you well.
The default opening for so many emails.
It really is, like muscle memory. But does it actually add anything?
That's the key question, isn't it? It's well-intentioned, sure, but it's become such a cliche.
So it just feels like filler.
Pretty much. In modern business, being direct is often appreciated. These generic bits take up space right at the start when people just want to know what the email's about.
So less filler, more getting straight to it.
Exactly. Often the best way is just hello name. Simple, friendly, personal, gets the reader focused immediately.
And if you don't have a name...
A simple hello works fine too. Still better than a cliche.
Okay, good advice. Now, what about when we need someone to actually do something? Those action-oriented phrases.
Right, the emails where you need a response or some action taken. Let's talk about kindly revert at your earliest convenience.
I've definitely seen that one. And used it, probably. It sounds polite, but...
Yeah, but there are a couple of issues. First, revert. What does it actually mean here? Reply. Change something back. It's kind of ambiguous.
True. I never thought about that.
And at your earliest convenience, while sounding polite, can actually backfire.
How so?
It's vague. It doesn't set a clear expectation. So it can seem a bit passive-aggressive, like, do it soon, but I'm too polite to give you a deadline. This vagueness can actually slow things down.
Ah, I see. So politeness isn't always the clearest way. What's better?
Be direct and specific. Please let me know by Friday at 5 p.m. or whatever the real deadline is. It removes doubt, sets a clear expectation, respects their time, actually.
Clear is kind, in a way. Okay. What about when you don't know who to email? That old, to whom it may concern.
Yeah, that feels very impersonal, doesn't it? Like sending a message in a bottle.
Exactly, just floating out there.
It's so formal, and it doesn't exactly make the person reading it feel like it's for them. Usually you can do better. If it's a team or department, maybe, hi, marketing team, or hello, sales team. Or even, like we said for openings, just hello. If you really don't have a contact, it feels more welcoming.
Right, trying to make some connection. Okay, and what if you feel like you're bothering someone? I've seen, pardon the intrusion.
It's interesting, that phrase, it's meant well, but
it doesn't work.
It can actually frame your email negatively from the start. You're calling it an intrusion yourself, suggesting it's unwelcome before they've even read it.
Oh, right, so just don't say it.
Pretty much, just get to the point. If you need to explain why you're reaching out, just state the reason clearly. No need to apologize for sending a necessary work email.
Okay, that makes sense. So we've covered quite a few phrases to maybe retire. Let's quickly recap the better options.
Sure, the theme is really about clarity and being direct, but still polite.
Right. So instead of, I am writing to inform you, use.
I'd like to let you know.
Please be advised that becomes,
Please note.
per our conversation, turns into,
As discussed or following up on.
and ditching, I hope this finds you well for.
A simple hello name, or just hello.
Okay. And for asking for action instead of kindly revert at your earliest convenience.
Go for please let me know by specific date time. Much clearer.
And to whom it may concern should be replaced by.
Hi team name, or hello.
And we just agreed to scrap. Pardon the intrusion entirely. Good. Are there other common ones we can modernize?
What about thank you for your cooperation in this matter? Sounds a bit robotic, maybe.
Yeah, a little formal, like you're issuing an order they cooperated with.
Exactly. A warmer, more genuine way is just thanks for your help, or I appreciate your help. It feels more personal.
Definitely shifts the tone. More appreciative, less transactional. Okay, asking someone to do something. I used to use, I would appreciate it if you could. A lot. Thought it was polite.
It is polite and grammatically fine, but it's a bit wordy,
So shorten it.
Yeah, often could you please is just as polite but more direct, saves the reader a bit of time, gets to the point faster.
Okay. And when you're referring back to something, like another email, I know I've used with reference to.
Feels very official, right?
Yeah.
Like citing a source in a paper.
Totally.
A much more common, natural way is just regarding. Shorter, simpler, everyone knows what it means in business.
Right. So being direct, being clear, that seems really key for modern email. Why is that so important, do you think?
Well, think about how many emails people get. Hundreds, sometimes.
True. My inbox is terrifying.
Exactly. So leading with your main point right in the first sentence, respect their time. They can quickly see what it's about, how important it is. Don't make them dig for the reason you emailed.
Get straight to the why. Makes sense. You also mentioned active voice being better. Can you give us a quick example?
Sure. Compare your feedback is requested versus please share your feedback.
Okay.
The first one, passive voice, it's a bit vague. Who's requesting? The second one, active voice, clearly says you need to do something. It's usually stronger, clearer, creates more accountability.
Right. Makes it obvious who needs to act. Got it. And deadlines. We keep
Oh.
coming back to this, but vague ones are bad.
They really are. At your earliest convenience, or ASAP even, can mean different things to different people. It just leads to confusion or delays.
Let's always be specific.
Always. Please send it by end of day Tuesday or by 3 p.m. on the 15th. No room for doubt. Everyone's on the same page.
Okay, super practical. Now let's shift gears a bit. Something crucial for even getting your email read. The subject line.
Oh, absolutely critical. It's the headline, right? The first impression.
It really is. And vague ones like just update or meeting. They're not helpful, are they?
Not at all. They get lost so easily. If I see update, I have no clue what it's about, or if I even need to open it right away.
So give me a better example. Instead of update.
How about Q3 budget forecast feedback needed by May 22?
Oh, okay. Topic, action, deadline. All there.
Exactly. Or instead of just meeting.
Maybe planning session. New website launch, June 3.
Perfect. Tells you the purpose, the topic, the date. Helps people prioritize. It respects their time.
So what are the main rules then for good subject lines?
Keep them concise. Under 50 characters is a good goal, especially for mobile.
Right, they get cut off on phones.
Yeah. And lead with the main project or topic. What's it about? Put that first.
And if there's an action or deadline.
Put that in the subject too. Action required. Or reply by Friday. Makes it stand out.
Makes total sense for standing quickly. And speaking of phones, you mentioned writing with a mobile-first mindset. What does that mean in practice?
It just means remembering loads of people read email on their phones now. Small screens.
So avoid huge walls of text.
Exactly. Short paragraphs are your friend. Like 1 or 2 sentences maybe. Much easier to read on the go.
That's a great tip. Big blocks of text are intimidating anyway, but especially on a phone. What else helps on mobile?
Bullet points. Great for lists, key facts, action items. Breaks up the text, easy to scan. And white space. Don't cram everything together. Blank lines between paragraphs, around bullet points. It just makes it breathe better on a small screen. Easier on the eyes.
It's almost like visual design for text. Okay, let's also talk about inclusive, personable language, especially with global teams, right? Cultural differences.
Super important. Language that's maybe very formal or hierarchical in one culture might feel weird or distancing in another.
Like what kind of phrases?
Things like your esteemed self or your honorable presence. While maybe meant respectfully in some contexts, they often sound really out of place, almost sarcastic, in modern global business.
Definitely sounds strange for a regular work email. So what should we aim for instead? To be inclusive? Build rapport.
Using first names where it's culturally appropriate usually helps create a friendlier tone, makes it more approachable.
And for thanking people.
Keep it simple and genuine. Thanks so much. I really appreciate your input. Those work well universally. Much better than something super formal like, I remain, as always, at your disposal.
Yeah, that last one sounds like you're a butler from an old movie.
Exactly. The goal is clear, respectful communication without weirdly formal stuff that can create barriers.
Okay, good points. Let's wrap up with the end of the email. Signatures and closings. How important is a good signature?
It's really valuable, actually. A consistent professional signature reinforces who you are, makes it easy for people to contact you how they prefer. Good for branding, too.
So, what needs to be in a standard professional signature?
Usually, your full name, your title and company, then your phone number and email address, and maybe links to the company website or your LinkedIn, if relevant. Just keep it clean and up to date.
Got it. And the sign-off just before that. The closing words. What are good, safe options?
Best regards and kind regards are always solid choices. Professional, polite, widely used.
Okay.
Any others? Thanks in advance works well if you've asked for something. And many thanks is just a nice, simple way to show gratitude.
Are there closings to maybe avoid?
Well, unless you're in a very formal industry or situation, things like yours sincerely or yours faithfully can feel a bit dated in most business emails today.
Right. Sticking to the regards options is usually safer.
General, yeah.
So, pulling this all together, it seems like small changes in how we phrase things in emails can actually make a pretty big difference.
Absolutely. It affects how you're perceived, how clear your message is, how well you connect with people. Being mindful of your language really matters.
Okay, so here's a little challenge for you listening. Go back and look at a few emails you've sent recently. See if you spot any of those phrases we talked about, the outdated ones, the vague ones, and then maybe try swapping them out in your next few emails. Use the modern alternatives we discussed.
Yeah, experiment a little. See how it feels. See if you notice a difference in the replies you get or just the overall tone.
It's all about building that awareness and finding what works for you.
Exactly. Sharpening your communication skills, one email at a time.
Well, thanks for joining us for this deep dive on Chat Like a Native.
Hope it was helpful.
We really hope these tips help you write work emails that sound more natural, more effective, and, well, more like you.